no man who's as immature as a 30-year-old man. Oh my God.
Why is a 33-year-old man interested in a 19-year-old girl? If you have the name teen to your age, you're a baby to me. Okay. If you reach 25 and up, date whoever the hell you want to date, because your brain has fully developed and you have been an adult for a good amount of time. So even if you
let me say this. Do you think attraction is predetermined by age? Don't you think there are other underlying things that trigger attraction?
Women, before you start dating men, these men who are in their 30s and 40s, make sure they have a therapist or
Let's be honest. Most emotionally unavailable people weren't born that way. This is something that they actually learned. And I think this is the missing link in this online spaces. In these online spaces, when people talk about relationships, what do I mean? On the women's side, you're going to see women warning other women about older men. On the men's side, you're going to see men warning other men about how women behave and how to actually maneuver around these certain situations. But these two groups are justified as to what they are actually saying. Why? Because it is them who experienced that thing. So if you are not keen enough and try and reconcile these two extremes, you're going to fall on either side. Of course, these two groups, at some point, they were open, they were expressive, they were emotionally invested. But due to life's disappointments, be it financial, be it relationship issues, or you were used when you were in a vulnerable situation. Those things will now trigger you to start acting differently. Will make you not be emotionally open. Why? It is not because something is wrong, it's because you are learning to protect yourself. Are you really protecting yourself? And this is where it actually gets complicated. It looks like men don't want to open up and women are too needy even for the basic things. And without further ado, let's get into this video manze, tujue rada ni gani. We are back again. Imekuwa manze a very long time, nimewamiss manze. Nimewamiss kwani. Kwa hivyo like the video down below. Nimekuwa away for a minute hapo hivyo. I had things going on manze, unajua you guys are not actually mnitumika kitu bana. So I had to keep my things in check. Life manze si jokes. Lazima ujiprepare, alafu hakuna haja ni kuja hapa hivi nianze kuomba vitu. Nisaidie. And do you really think I'm giving you value? If I am, well, stick to the end of this. Niko sure utapata some bits of values here and there. Hakuna haja tubonge sana. Let's get into it.
What happens to men when they get to their 30s? Because there's no man who's as immature as a 30-year-old man. Oh my God. What? Have you guys tried dating 30-year-olds? Ama ni mimi peke yangu? Because hawa vijana ni kama akifika 30 anaanzanga utoto. Yani ni kama sa ameturn 5 years. Because the childishness, the immaturity, the boyishness. Oh my God. I cannot. What happened?
So let's balance this out. To some extent, I can understand what this chick is actually saying. Most men get to that point when they get to the third level, in your 30s, is when you actually have motion in your life. It's when things are actually working out for you. So what do you want? Most of the things you want is adventure. You want to play with the toys that you didn't get to play with when you were a kid. I mean, hii ni kitu hata mimi nimeanza kufanya. See extremely, but this is something I've noticed even in myself. The moment you are getting older and you start making little bit of money here and there, you will realize the first thing you do, it is those things that you missed when you were young. Those are the things you're going to look for. And when you experience them and you're satisfied, well, utachana nazo. So to some extent, I can understand what she's saying. And the other side, you have to understand that most of the men who actually get to that point in their 30s and become extremely successful, kwa sababu you are only chosen by women because of your success. Hakuna kitu ingine. So they are pre-selected because of their success. And for you as a man to get to that point of success, you realize that you need to put your head down and focus on your tasks, focus on building your skills. So by the time you are getting to ISO 30, you are financially stable, my guy, do you think you'll have the idea of how women should actually be treated? Utakuwa na stories za, oh manze, I don't have game. God damn it, bro, when you are young you realize that you don't have the money, so uka put your head down, uka get your dough. Then when you get older una realize we ama dem tu ni do don't na attract kwako. Well, na understand easy perspectives zote mbili, to the point that this guy might not have developed socially venye udem ana expect akue. Can you also see that? If you can, let me know down in the comments below, because on this other next video ndio kinaumana, my guy.
Why are you 18, 19-year-old ladies dating men in their 30s? Listen, I'm all up for dating older men. I think it's dope and it's nice, but I approve it when you are at least at a specific age. If you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, if you're 18, 22, you should be dating in your age range, which is 18 to 25. Now hear me out. I get so many DMs and ladies are like, hi Ivy, I am 19, I'm dating a guy who's 33. Why? That's the first text I sent. Why are you dating a guy who is so much older than you? Actually, just flip the script and think about it. Why is a 33-year-old man interested in a 19-year-old girl? If you have the name teen to your age, you're a baby to me. Okay? If you reach 25 and up, date whoever the hell you want to date, because your brain has fully developed and you have been an adult for a good amount of time. So even if you
let me say this. Do you think attraction is predetermined by age? Don't you think there are other underlying things that trigger attraction? Things like how somebody actually moves, how somebody actually behaves. And most older women, you will realize that, especially in a society yenye tunaishi, you will realize that the older a woman gets, either the more cunning they actually become, or the more exploitative they are. So I understand, like, you can understand why older men want younger women, kwa sababu ya hiyo story ya mileage na hiyo story ya baggage pia. When they are young, kama sahi unasikia dem anamwambia date like people who are in your own age, ni sawa, you can date like people who are in your own age, but then you will start realizing as you get older, ulitembeza hiyo kitu when you are in your age, ulitembeza vibaya sana, hadi saa hiyo when you get older, you have certain things ziko embedded in your brain as to how men should actually treat you, and it becomes hard to deal with those types of women when they are older, but it also becomes easy to identify them when you as a man, you are older. Yes, ndio. But you can see what string she's trying to pull at.
Mistakes, even if you get like bad consequences, you can deal with it because you at least have some level of emotional maturity, you are grown, and whatever decisions you make, you've made because you've thought about it and you have analyzed whether or not it will be good or bad for you. But
well, I can also say that you're just infantilizing these young adults. They should learn as early as possible that the decisions that they make and the decisions and choices that they make, they are actually responsible for the outcomes. So sahi ukiwaambia hivi, auambii pia how you're going to behave when you are young, maybe in your prime years, is clearly going to determine how you're going to express yourself when you get older. Kwa sababu hakuna tu mtu anamkanga una change tu immediately. It is because of patterns that you have followed from when you were young.
18, 19-year-olds, you just finished studying chemistry, juicy. Like just yesterday, you stopped studying molds and you're here dating a man who has kids. You're acting as a stepmom and you haven't even reached 21. You're a stepmom and you haven't even tried making your own family to a man who is not even providing for you. And this is how you take double L's, because you're dating a man in his 30s, big mistake. Number two, you're dating a man who's not even doing anything for you. When you are, in your first years of campus, you're broke and it's understandable. You've gone there to study. But you're dating a man in his 30s who the only interest he has for you is to come pick you up, take you maybe for lunch, have sex with you, and take you back home, or give you fare back home, or you just go back home on your own because he doesn't give you anything.
Really?
And you feel nice because you have the attention of an older man. The only attention that you'll be
Let's just ask ourselves the easiest question. Do you actually think that, ama does this girl think that these women are actually getting nothing out of these older men they are going after? Juu hata wewe ukifikiria sana, how many older men do you see actively looking for younger women in comparison to how many younger women do you see actively looking for older men? Hapa hivi social media, most girls just want that soft life, and they realize that they can get this soft life how? By pusifying, ama tutaitaje? Unajua hii ingine ilikuwa digmatizing, ile ya kijana akidigmatize. Sasa hii ya dem taitwaje? Pusify ama ni nini? They actually do that. They realize that ule mwanaume ako kwa ile marriage, he's not actually getting the pum pum as he should. So what do? They go and drop it. Drop it down as it, you get what I mean. So wanampusify to the point that this man ana feel like ana need udem. And what do after that? They make their life easy. Unapata amemlipia rent, anampatia sijui allowance. You get me? Unapata kena cost na show. So huwezi sema ati that situation ati it's only the man who's benefit or the girl is not getting anything out of it. As a matter of fact, we should talk about the politics that older women are pushing in these streets. Do you know which politics these are? That money is the one thing that runs everything. Na nasema women kwa sababu it is women who actually drive sexual attraction. And if the sexual attraction is predetermined by a little bit of money, unadhani mdem mdogo akiona hivyo atafanya nini? Si hata atakuwa like, I also want that money and I have this pum pum. What do you think I'm going to do? The girl is going to sell it, and the guy atakuwa like, oh, there's no repercussions in me dealing with a woman like this, na kuachia tu maganji alafu it's all done. Unless sasa ikuwe so deep, but well, repercussions nasema ni you are not liable for protecting this girl. Oh, shamlipa amekupiga pumpum yako hapo hivyo safi, so akiondokea wewe unaendelea na maisha yako, utaenda utafute ingine. But all in all, hizi situations zote zinaendelea tu kudegrade society. Acha malizie tu.
getting is actually someone who's taking care of you, because that guy will not give you enough to pay your school fees. He'll not give you enough to pay your mom's medical bills. He'll not give you enough to start a business, but he will just give you enough to just stay in the loop. That guy is going to be busy, as all 30-year-olds are. He's not going.
Do you even notice like the things she's actually talking about? School fees. Who is supposed to pay for the school fees? The parents. Ati you don't have enough money to go and help the parents. God damn it, bro. The parents should help the children. What are you saying? Manze vitu zingine tunasemanga, it's just becoming an adult, and most women juu wanataka hii soft life, they want to avoid that part.
To give you the time and attention that you need. But men who are not giving you attention is because they do not want to. Okay? So if you are 22 and below, please, for the love of God, date men in your age range. Because think about it. Him, if he's 33, will he allow a 33-year-old man to date his 19-year-old daughter, to date his 20-year-old daughter? No, he will not. Date in your age range. Learn what it is to love, to be character developed, learn what it is to fail, to cry, to be liked, learn what your standards are, learn what your boundaries are before you start dating older. When you reach 25 and above, do as you please. But if you're 22 and below, there's nothing good which will come out of older men dating you, okay? And I know you want to have a specific lifestyle because you see girls out here being flown out, being bought for things, but you do not know what these people are doing to get that money. If it's fine and legit and they're comfortable, that's well and good. But do you really want to be the exception to the rule? These things barely happen. And those ladies are doing way, way more, and they're doing too much for them to be treated how they're being treated. Date people in your age range. Start setting your boundaries. Start knowing you should be taking me out. You should be treating me like this. I should feel safe in your energy. By you not going forthright and starting to date men who already have kids, who have been an adult for so long, they don't mean you any well. So please focus on your education, focus on yourself, love yourself, go out with your friends, have some fun. Stop centralizing men as if you don't have a man in your life, you will die. Things will go well, things will happen eventually, but you have to take time, okay? Please, please, please. If you're 22 and below, stop dating men in their 30s. And
well, the video has ended on a very good note, and if you're being realistic, we have to answer that question. If you are an older man and you have a kid that is actually in let's say in her 20s, then a 40-year-old wants to date her, do you think it's going to sit easy with you? Let me know down in the comments below. At the end of the day, character ya mtu ndio inamuexplain sana. This person, watu wanaweza meet anywhere, watu wanaweza date in a certain age range, but is this person actually an emotionally developed person? Akona emotional intelligence, akona inaitangwa aje intelligence ingine ya kawaida? Is it somebody that can have a conversation, ama is it just an emotional man just trying to satisfy his desires? Like, this is something my dad told me. Whenever you are dealing with women or people in general, you need to figure out how they think. Hapa, it is the brain, venye mtu anafikiria. Just have casual conversations, and from these casual conversations you're going to figure out how somebody actually lives their life. And on to the next video, the last video now. Acha tusikie vile kutaenda.
Women, before you start dating men, these men who are in their 30s and 40s, make sure they have a therapist or the kind of men who have already done 2 marriages and they have 4 baby mamas already. They're the same men who, like, they're still trying to get their money up, so they're so frustrated with life. That's why they don't like women. They have the worst relationships with their baby mamas, and they don't like mature women because, nigga, we're gonna tell you the truth. We want someone who has grown up, someone who's responsible. They don't want to deal with their internal issues. Better people. So you guys, tread carefully before mkwe character develop.
As you can see hapo hivyo, I have already said it. How somebody actually behaves in life is proof of the decisions they make and how they think. Sasa kama ona hiyo situation yenye dem explain. She's talking about a situation where women actually go for these men that have baby mamas, these men that have multiple, hata si moja, multiple baby mamas, in our degrade. But then I have also explained why these types of men get themselves in these situations. Video ikianza. So who is to blame, my guy? Who do you think is actually to blame? The biggest issue that most people are actually being swayed by topics like this is because of social media. Social media is trying to show people a life that they could have, and they don't know that living a certain life requires certain conditions, certain form of discipline. Kama si discipline, certain forms of mental traumas. Like, unanipata kweli, the life you have, you should be willing to embrace it. And see, after you embrace the life that you are actually living fully, the next thing you have to do is understand that everyone is looking out for themselves. Not just women, not just men. Everyone is looking out for themselves. So the best thing you can do is learn to understand how people actually move. People might think you are not reading them, but you are looking at their patterns. Looking at even though behave. Those are the things that actually help you long term. It's not about how women behave. Should you date an older person or not? Hapa, learn to judge people. Mtu anaweza jaribu kuambia, oh, don't judge people. Learn to judge people. And the same way you judge people, judge yourself like that as well. And life is going to be very simple, very easy. Tutacha kufuata hizi propaganda ziko kwa street, oh, men are good, women are bad. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think consistency yetu sa imerudi. YouTube thinks you might be interested in the video on your screen at the moment. Click on that video. I'm waiting to see you on the next one.